Hi everybody, how's everybody doing? Been hearing a lot in the news about food shortages. The supply chains are going to be severely disrupted. Our farmers are having to kill off their livestock at an alarming rate. I mean, some of these videos are so disturbing, they break your heart. Even though these animals are intended to feed us, they still do not need to die in the way that they're being killed right now, thrown in pits and set on fire in China. I don't know how they're killing them in here, but they are killing their animals. I'm guessing maybe because, for one, maybe they can't afford to feed them. Two, do they think they're infected with the virus? I don't know, but I'm hearing more and more restaurants aren't going to be serving meat a lot. I mean, Wendy's took burgers off the menus, so I went to my local butcher and tried to stock up as much as I could. And I was just going to show y'all a quick way to store your ground meat, ground pork, whatever. Roll it out with your rolling pin, and you can stack them much higher. It takes up less room, not to mention when you're ready to eat, this defrosts probably 75% faster because it's so flat. And you can stack it. Okay, so we have been so spoiled in this country, so spoiled. And I have been one of those spoiled Americans. I have went to the grocery store and bought up a bunch of meat, and by the time I put it up and put it in the refrigerator, I didn't want to take the time and have to bag it. And sometimes it would go bad, and I'm like, oh, well, just throw it out, you know? We can't do that. That is, in my opinion, that's sinful, okay? We have food. We should not be wasting it. And if it does get to the point where we're running low on food, prepare ahead of time. Maybe ration your meat. Don't put as much in. Cut a little bit out each night. Another thing is, people, I know Americans have went to the stores and bought up the vegetable seeds, plants, because they're hard to find. I'm so glad, glory be to God, that I got mine first. Start you a garden. That is the gift that keeps on giving, people. That is something that once you have it. And one seed is going to give you back hundreds of vegetables. And those vegetables are going to give you millions of seeds. It's just God's life cycle. Okay? We need to know how to sustain our own families, how to feed our own families. And if you're not a hunter or a fisherman, that's fine, but get to the store now. Get your meats. You know, if your family likes meat, get it now, because it looks like we might be running really low, and who knows what could happen in 1 month. Look where we are 60 days later. I mean, who would have thought? Would you have thought we would have been here 2 months ago? No. So listen to the people that have the feelings that things might get worse before they get better. And what's the worst that could happen? You prepared, you stocked your freezer too much or your pantry too much. And I'm not saying be greedy, y'all. Please, please do not go to the store and be one of those crazy people that go and buy up all the stuff. What I am saying is be more mindful of what you buy, okay? I mean, if you have a budget and normally you'd spend, say, $200 a week, 2 weeks, I don't know, my kids eat a lot. Maybe don't buy the Pop-Tarts or the junky snacks. Invest it in, you know, things that preserve well, because this is something that you're going to remember people telling you, and your kids aren't going to understand, Mama, Daddy, why don't we have food? They're not going to understand that. You're going to want to be on the right side of this and say, yeah, people might have thought I was a conspiracy theorist for, you know, stocking up on emergency foods and, you know, foods for the family and emergency things. They don't care. They just want dinner. They want to know that Mama didn't go spend her money on a pair of shoes or whatever. You invested it in your family, and that's where we are, people. That's where America is. Yes, we have been spoiled beyond belief, but we don't need to be those people. So let's just prepare. No, I'm not talking to myself. All right, thank you.